She had kept the lighthouse for 11 years, alone on the cliff. Just her, the wind, and the endless patience of the sea. People from the village sometimes said she must be lonely. She would smile and say, "I have the ocean. What else is there?" She meant it. Every night she lit the lamp. Every morning she cleaned the lens. Every storm she stood her watch. Until the night the worst storm in a century came rolling in from the open sea. The waves rose 40 feet. The wind screamed against the lighthouse windows like something trying to get in. She lit every lamp she had, cranked the beacon to full, sent the light out as far as it would go into the black and roaring dark. Then she saw it. A ship, tilting, breaking, going under. She didn't think. She grabbed the rope from the wall, ran down the cliff stairs in the rain, and waded into the surf up to her waist. She pulled and pulled. By morning, 7 sailors lay breathing on the rocks below the lighthouse. She had brought them all back. The last one she pulled ashore was barely breathing. His name was Thomas, a navigator, lost at sea for 3 days before the storm found what was left of his ship. She carried him up the cliff, wrapped him in every blanket she had, sat beside him through the night with the lamp burning low. She listened to the storm ease, watched the sky pale toward morning. And then his eyes opened. He looked at her in the first gray light of dawn and said, quietly, like a man who had seen too much darkness, "You are the first light I have seen in a very long time." She did not look away. Thomas stayed to help repair the damage. 1 week became 2, 2 weeks became a month. They watched the same sunsets from the top of the lighthouse, the sky going gold and rose and deep violet over the water. He told her about every port he had sailed to, 40 ports in 20 years, each one a story, each one a place he had left. She told him about the one time she had almost left the lighthouse, packed a bag, stood at the road, and then walked back inside. "Why?" he asked. She looked at the ocean. Because someone had to keep the light on. He understood that in a way he hadn't expected to. The day Thomas left, he stood at the water's edge for a long time. "I have sailed to 40 ports," he said. "Not one of them felt like this." She said nothing. She walked back up the cliff and turned on the light. 3 months later, on a clear November night, she saw a ship on the horizon, moving directly toward her cliff. She didn't need to check the registry. She already knew. He had sailed the whole world, every port, every sea, every horizon, just to find his way back to the one light that had always been there. Here is what their story means. Sometimes the person who saves you is not the one who comes looking. It is the one who stays in one place and keeps the light on. For you, for as long as it takes.